Okay.
So I've started recording now. Oh God. It is well. Oh. All right. So as I was saying, or as I am saying, the same interface you have in PowerPoint is just what you have here in Google Slide. The first thing you have to do is to name your presentation. So you have to come up here, click on the untitled presentation and add and title it based on your presentation work. So I can say PowerPoint tools. That's PowerPoint tutorial. So it will save to drive automatically. All right. So let me firstly, so if you want to use the method we use, just if you want to replicate what we did yesterday, so this is what we have yesterday. Our first slide is hello world. PowerPoint is PowerPoint. So let's see how we can achieve that here. Hello world. And I've changed this to PowerPoint is PowerPoint. And this one is in lowercase. So I think, okay. Let me change the case of this. All right. So let me change the case of this. Sorry about that. I was just trying to confirm something. So PowerPoint is PowerPoint. PowerPoint is PowerPoint. And the font we used yesterday was, let me check, 28th century something something. 28th century font. So let's see if we have that here. So you just have to click on that font and let's see if you have 28th century font. Sorry. So no 20th century font here. Do you know the reason for that? The reason for that is Google will give you just list of common fonts because this is online work. So you can always change that. You can search for more fonts online if you want. So let me use Montserrat semi-bold and 30. So let's change this background. Let's change this background to yellow. So just come to background, choose background. No, not this. Let me use solid color. And yesterday we used yellow. I remember we used something yellow, something gold. So done. So this is what we used yesterday, I believe. So okay, gold. We use gold. So let me change that. Background gold. Done. Think no, not yet close. Delete this. Done. Okay, this is the color. Alright. So let me change the color of this PowerPoint. So that's black. Okay, so I believe you are following. So you can move your text upward if you want to move it. All right, let's see next slide. So you just have to come to the slide there, right click on it, duplicate slide, and I can move this upward now. I want to delete this. So let me see the content. The content is Introduction to Graphic Design. So I will type that one here. Introduction to Graphics Design. So that's the content. And I want it to be Montserrat bold. So Introduction to Graphic Design. So let's bring in our image. So to bring in image, you just have to come to Insert, and you insert image, upload from computer. That's one way. Another way is just to drag it inside, just as we did yesterday. So let me see if I can locate that image again. Okay, I think it's here. So let me check the image. So this is the image. So I'll just drag it in. You can see, and I will drop it. So you can expand it using the side points. You can reduce it. All right. So that's the. So when you are moving your object, when you see that red line, it means that you are at the center. So let me just duplicate my slide again. I want to delete this. And what's the content here? 5 principles of design. So I want to type 5 principles of design. So you can see that almost everything you can achieve in PowerPoint, you can achieve in Google Docs, in Google Slide. Okay, so let's see how we can insert shapes. So insert shape. I want to go for circle. So you hold down your shift key so that you can form a circle. If you don't hold the shift key, it will give you over. So to get a circle, you have to hold down the shift key. So I want to move this up a bit. And I want to change the color. So the fill color, this is where you fill the color. You can use gradient, you can use solid. So the color we want to use is red. I think that's what we used yesterday. Red, good. So I will click on this again. This is where you check the border or the outline. In PowerPoint, it is called outline. In Google Docs, it is called border. So I want to click the border. So I want to make it transparent. That is no outline. That's the meaning. So if it is PowerPoint, you have to click on no outline. But if it is Google Docs, you just have to come and click on transparent. So if you are using a border, you can use this to set the size of the border. And you can use this to change the type of border or line you are using. All right. So let's proceed by inserting another text. So this time around, I'll be using another text. I'll be using a text box. So I'll click on the text box. Just like in PowerPoint, you click and drag, or you just click alone, anyone you want. So this time around, I will just have what I have here, contrast. Then I will change it to Montserrat semi-bold. Then I want to change my font to 30. So I said in PowerPoint that the least you can use is 32. For Google Docs, the least should be 30. So you can move this if you want to move it. Now I can hold the shift key to click the tool, and I can press down control button to duplicate, just like in PowerPoint. So this time around now, I want to insert consistency. Then hold the shift key again. To make it straight, you have to hold, to copy, you have to click and hold the control key. To make it straight, you have to hold shift key at the same time. Contrast, consistency, and what now? Alignment. So I want to move this up. Okay, what's this? Get out of it. Let me move this one's up a little bit. Alright. So Control plus Shift. Okay. So this time around, we want to put in repetition. Repetition. Then Control plus Shift again. And this time around, I want to have white space. Alright. Okay. Alright now. So that's the slide. Then I will insert my picture. So just click on your picture, then drag it in. It's as simple as that. Then if you want to add some notes to your document, maybe this is not an exhaustive list. You can do more research on design principles. So so that when you are presenting, you will gain some, it will guide your presentation, just a note for yourself. So other people might not see it, but you are going to see it. Alright, so that is contrast, consistency, alignment, repetition, white space. So let's move to the next slide. So let's see how we can achieve this. So using shapes, duplicate slide, delete all these. So using shapes. Alright, so let's go to our shapes. Let's start with the rectangle shapes. So that one will be gray. So you can fill it with gray color. That's all. Then make sure you don't use border, transparent. Then I want to put another shape on it. Still the same rectangle. So this time around the rectangle will be red. And make sure there is no border on it. Transparent. Then let's fit it. Let's ensure it fits. Alright. Sorry about that. I have one. Okay, so let me move this so that it can fit in very well. I don't want to be seeing that white line. Okay. Let me zoom so I can see very well. So that is how to zoom. And another way to go about your zoom is to use Control Alt plus plus or Control Alt plus or Control Alt minus. So you press Control, you press Alt, and you press plus to zoom up, to zoom in, to zoom out. Control Alt, then minus. So let me align this to this, and that's okay now. Okay now. So I can just select the two, select this, then press my control, then drag down. That's it. Then I can change the color of this. I believe this is okay, 70%, so I can drag it to the back a little and change the color to blue. So to get the third one, I just need to select the two, press my control with the shift key to make it straight. Don't mind my downloader. Anytime I press control and shift together, it will automatically start a download of the screen. That's why. Okay, the color for the next one is purple, and that one is 90 something. So let's change this to purple. So this is purple here. So I can return my slide back to the normal. Just press Control plus then minus. Then if that is not giving you what you want, you can fit it. Good. So let's proceed by inserting our numbers. So another text box. So 90%. Montserrat semi-bold. You need to firstly select the object, Montserrat semi-bold. And the font will be 30. Okay. Then let me reduce this to 20. Then I can control this to duplicate it, and I can change it to 70. Then you can press Ctrl again, and I can make this 96%. So to align it, just drag it down a little bit. Okay, so that's that on the first one. So the second one is this shape that you have down there. So this time around, we want to go to shapes again, and something like a call out. We want to form something like a call out like this, but instead of using a pre-made one, we want to form our own. So draw your circle, then fill it with red, no outline, that is transparent. Then you can now add another shape on top. Shapes, add the shape of a triangle. To get an equilateral triangle, hold down your shift key, and you can rotate by clicking that button on top. Then drag it to the top of the circle. You can use this to, you can increase the size if you want to. No, I don't want to increase the size now. Alright, so let me change this angle. So I can change this now to red. I can say no fill, no outline, sorry. So I have what I want to form now. Okay, perfect. Now I can, okay, so I can click the 2 now, and click on format. Sorry, not that. Okay, so let me right click, then I can group them together to make it one image. And if you want to change the shape, you can just come out here and change the shape. But I want to group now. So that's okay. It's now one object. Then I can add my circles. So now, sorry. So this will be red. This will be transparent. And I can duplicate it. I can enlarge it and move on like that. So that's how to achieve that. And I can group the two together. Just right click or you press Ctrl G. So that's the issue of the question mark. Sorry, the call out. So let's go to the next slide. Let me delete this. Sorry. So the next slide is inserting videos. Now, this might be a little bit tedious, or how should I say it now? This might consume. Now, look at this. If you want to insert video on Google Docs, you are not allowed to just drag in video from your system then to Google Docs. You must have hosted the video online before. Probably you have hosted the video in your Google Drive. This is my Google Drive now. So there are some videos in my Google Drive, and that's why I'm having it here. So you must have hosted some videos in your Google Drive before, or you have hosted videos in your YouTube, whereby you can just insert the YouTube URL to find the video, or you have the YouTube URL, you can enter it here, or you just enter a name to search for the video. So if I just search for NASDAQ or something like that here, and I make a search here, so if there is anything like that on YouTube, it will bring it for me. So, and I can click any of the big videos. But here now, I don't want to do that. I just want to go to my drive and I want to insert a video. So I want to insert this. Then I just click select. So you can see creating video. Now, if you insert video from YouTube, video from YouTube, make sure you have permission to do so because of copyright issues. Don't worry about this, got it. Now, your video, just like in PowerPoint, you can change the size of the video. It's as easy as that. The only difference is your video must have been hosted in a particular online platform like YouTube before, or your Google Drive. So you can set it to on-click, just like we did in PowerPoint. On-click automatically manual. So the video, you can set the time. Currently, it is 38 seconds video, and it starts at this, ends at this. You can edit that. If you want to mute the audio, you can mute it. Then if you want to check if the video is correct, you can play it by coming here. So this is the video. Now, this video you are seeing here now was created using PowerPoint. This is just like a CV animation. So that's it. It's something you can create on your own also. You can see that movement. So that movement that you have going up, that's just the transition. Then the other ones are just the objects. That's all. It's okay. So I believe you understand that aspect. It's as simple as that. So you might want to ask, how do you insert your video? How do you get your video uploaded to Drive? So you have Drive on your system, on your Google Apps. So how do you get your Google Apps? Number one is either you go to your Gmail, then click on the icon for Google Apps, or you just open a web browser. If you are using Google Chrome, here you see Google Apps. Then you can now click on Drive. And if you don't have Google Chrome, you can just type drive.google.com. So drive.google.com. So it will lead you to your Google Drive. If you have not logged into your Google Drive before, the only thing you just need to do is to enter your Gmail account. So that's how to insert video into Google Docs. All right. Let's proceed. I want to delete this. And the next one is how to animate in PowerPoint. So we want to see how to animate in how do you animate in Google Slide? So let's see how we do this in Google Slide. Okay. All right. So let's start that now. So to animate in Google Slide, okay, I want to be rest assured that I'm still connected to I'm still available to Zoom. All right. So to animate in Google Slide, you just start by, just like PowerPoint. There are two ways of animation. We have object animations, and we have, please give me a few seconds. All right, I'm back now. I wasn't charging my, so I was not charging my MiFi before. So I have to start charging it now. All right.
Okay.
So to start your animation, click on transition. Then you will see this new tab to your right. So if I click on this object now, this hello world, I can click under object animation. So let's see add animation. And what I will want is, you can select from here. I told you that object animation in Google Docs is not so advanced as you have it in PowerPoint. So you have to make do with what you have. And you can set it either after previous or on click. So if you want to check it, you can play here. So that's what you will have. You can stop again. Then let's see this. Add animation. I want to add animation to this. So let me just say fly in from bottom. And it will be after previous. You can set this duration. Duration here is not by time. It's about slow, medium, or fast. Then you can now. So that's what you have here. All right. So that's how to animate. We've animated this one now. So if I play it, you will see what you have. Hello world. PowerPoint is PowerPoint. Correct. So let's go to the next slide. So on this next slide, we'll firstly animate this text. Add animation. And fading after previous. That is after transition, because we are going to add transition. Okay. And let's click this image now. Let's add animation to the image. So flying from bottom. So let's play now. Sorry, this should be after previous so that I will not have to click. So let's go again. Good. So that's animation in Google Docs. So you can repeat the same thing for this. So it's not as advanced as you have it in. So you can come here to move the animation from, if you want to rearrange the animation, you can use that to rearrange the animation any way you want to arrange it. But leave it like this for now. And sorry, let's move to the second one now. So the same thing, fading, add animation, fading after previous, that is after the transition. So this one will come, add animation, flying from bottom after previous. Let me hide that. Then let's start with this test. The first one is the object, that circular object. Add animation, fading, and after previous. Let's leave that. Then you come here again, this object here, contrast, you add animation to it. So your contrast should be maybe flying from, or something like zoom out after previous. So let's see so far what we have had. Okay, so the zoom out is for closing, that's true. So I want to zoom it in. So if I play now, see what we are going to get. What's going on? Okay. Let me see where the error is coming from. How many times did I animate this?
It's only that number, that one you animated, that first one. There is once.
Okay, it's like I made a mistake. While I was animating, don't mind me. I wanted to select this. I selected this for this first one. So this now, I will delete this. It is this that I want to animate. Add animation, fading after previous. It's okay. So I will make it up. Should come here. So let's see that again now. Good. Correct. So that's okay. So let's see this now. Click this. We go to add animation, fading after previous. Then I click this, add animation, and zoom in after previous. If it is PowerPoint, I can just copy the motion. I can just copy the animation. I won't have to be doing it one. But this is Google Docs. So fade in after previous. I click this also. Add animation. So that would be zoom in. So one thing you can do to make your work faster is I can delete these two, so that by the time I copy, I'll be copying the animation together. So let me now consistency, alignment, repetition. So what this means is wow, no, this is not giving me what I want. Let me see, Control C, Control V. Wow, that's removed the animation. So that means you have to do it one. Okay, add animation, fade in after previous. Add animation, zoom in after previous. Alright, let's have the last one. And the last one is white space. So add animation, fade in after previous. Zoom in after previous. Let's see everything we have got. Oh yeah. So that's an error there. Okay. So let's go and see. Let's go and correct this error. This should be after previous, not on click. So let's see what we got again. So I need to change the timing of these ones. They are too slow. Alright. But let me just leave it to save my own time. So let's come here now. Now there is a challenge here now. And the challenge is that we might not be able to achieve that cool animation we achieved using. But let's still see how we can do that. So the first thing is to firstly get your shapes. Let's draw a shape here. And let the fill be the, let me just use speaker. Sorry, what's this one giving? Okay, sorry. Let's go again. Where is the gold now? I think this is the gold now. This is the gold. Then transparent. Alright. So let's start from this. Let the animation be flying from left. After previous. Let's see first. Okay, good. And let's proceed to this. Add animation flying from left after previous. And let's see what we have here. Good. So we can still make do with that. And this object here, add animation, just zoom in after previous. So let's see that. Awesome. So we've forgotten to add animation to our title. So we are using fading for title. And I will move it to the top. Okay. So let's see where we are now. Oh, perfect. So now let me increase the size, the speed of that. That's too fast. Okay. So let's do the same thing for the remaining ones. Add animation. Add animation. Flying from left after previous. Add animation. Zooming after previous. Next one. Add animation. Flying from left after previous. Next one. Add animation. Flying from left after previous. And the next one, add animation, fly, zooming after previous 0.7 seconds. Let's see what we got so far. All right. So now we can animate this. Add animation, flying from so we don't have complex animation here. So you have to make do with what you have. Just appear after previous. So let's see everything now. Perfect. So now we've seen how you can animate. So this one we play on click, or I will change it to play automatically, and it will play after previous. So I will change this, add animation, fading after previous, and I will move it up. So let's see what we have. So the video plays automatically, as you can see. Perfect. So let's go to the next slide. So let's see slide option. This is how to change. You want to edit your master slide. You want to have new slide, skip slide, move slide, apply layout, things like that. Now, let's see transition. Very important. Transition. So let's go to transition. This is where you set your transition now. And you can apply it to all slide or to a particular slide. So let's see the transition we want to use. So we want to say slide from right. So let's play it first. Good. So just like the one we used in the PowerPoint. So apply, slide from right. Okay, I made a mistake in the PowerPoint one. The first one should be fade. Let the first one be fade for this. Then from here now, from here it will now be slide from right. Apply to all slides. Then let me come back here. Fade. So it will work for this. Sorry, please. I did not even know when the internet went off. Sorry about that. How will I know where? Do you know when the internet went off? Hopefully, I discovered that early. I don't know. It's okay. So, I've shown us how to do transition. Just click transition, then you will see where you can apply here. So the first transition here is fade. The next one here is slide from right. If I play it, you will see what we have here. You can see. Okay. So, and Google PowerPoint, Google Docs, Google Slides. Google Slides saved automatically. So let's do this now. Let's export our work. But before we export, let's see present from the beginning. Let's see how it looks like. So this is it. So that's the end of the slide. We are not yet done. I'm trying to show you what we have achieved in the Google slide, but we'll soon be through. All right. Now let's export. So file, come to download, and these are the formats with which you can download. You can download this as Microsoft PowerPoint, PDF document, plain text, JPEG, PNG, like that. Then you can send it through email. And you can see the version history. You don't need that. And you can publish it to your internet. So that's all about Google Slide. So let me just download it in PDF format. So this is start download. So I've downloaded it. If I check my downloads, I'll find it there. So this is it. All right. Let me stop sharing first while we move on to the next one. So we have been able to look at PowerPoint. We have looked at Google Slides, and now we want to proceed. So this time around, let's see. So the next lesson ought to be Canva for design. So I will just show us Canva making use of your system. Then I will send the video for Canva using your phone to you. So let's quickly go to Canva design using system. Then after that, we will look at Filmora. But for the Filmora, will not be today. So we'll be stopping at Canva today. All right. Sorry, I'm not even sharing my screen. So you're not seeing what I'm saying. So let me go back to my screen. Screen share. All right, so this is the PowerPoint we just created in Google Docs. You can see high quality image. You can see, and that's it. So let me just leave this. So now let's go to Canva. Let's go and learn how to do Canva of designs. So you go to canva.com. So this is canva.com, and make sure you watch the video on graphic design, elements of graphic design before you start Canva design, because you have to firstly learn how to design before you go into Canva design. So let me show us the video. I already uploaded it for us. It should be available on, I will also attach it to our classroom, but I sent it to us during the Maybe I should attach it now so that we can get it. So it is available under Canva and WhatsApp marketing bundle. I remembered sending it to us before. So make sure you watch this video, graphic design theory. Graphic design theory. It will go a long way to help you. So let me also attach it to our classwork. So create material. So presentation skill, or let me just say graphic design. So you must have a design in your presentation skill. It's better that you have the ability to design. That's why we are taking this graphic design with Canva. And watching that video is very important. So this is for Canva app. Then firstly watch the videos under Canva, under graphic design theory before watching the Canva tutorials. So it will help you. So let me just add it from my drive. So my drive, Canva WhatsApp bundle. So this is one. You can see it's 101. Insert the 3. So these are the videos. Then let me go and add the other ones also. So firstly watch the let me write it like this. Graphic design 101, 102 and 103 videos before watching the Canva tutorials. Good. So let me add the Canva tutorials for mobile. So these are the Canva tutorial for mobile. So they are added now. So they will be under class what now? That should be under class videos. So let's post. So I've posted that. So this is it, graphic design with Canva. So please check it out to help you. But let me show us that of the phone version now. Let's see the phone version. So this is Canva. This is the phone system version, sorry. This is the system version. And these are my previous designs. These are my previous designs. This is a design I made during the Easter Fiesta. And these are designs. These are the things you can do. Now, one thing about Canva is it has a lot of templates for you. You can see to your left, you have all your designs shared with you, brand kits, create a theme, all your folders, trash. Then at the top, you can see some things you can do with graphic, with Canva, all the way from presentation, social media content, video, marketing content, office, things like that, together with their custom size. You can still see it here. So if I click on social media, you can see related ones, Facebook video, collage, you can see reports, A4 documents, resume, planner, letter, marketing, poster, logo, flyer, business card. So based on categories, you can see those things there. All right, so you can also create presentation using Canva, just as we have used PowerPoint and we have used Google Slide. So let's see how we can design on Canva. We firstly look at using templates, then we see how you can design from scratch. Let's proceed now. So, sorry, this is a design. Let me just close this. Let's start afresh. So let's say you want to create an Instagram post. Just click on social media, then Instagram post. So as you are working on Canva, the design is being saved automatically for you. So you can pick any of these templates. So we want to firstly see how to design using templates. So let's just pick a template and use that to learn, shall we? All right, so let's do that now. Just pick any of these templates. Make sure you pick the ones you have free. Don't go for the ones that are paid version. So let me just click on this, and you have that. So you can see this template has text and it has an overlaid background, and they have added transparency to it to reduce so that you can see the text very well. So if you wish, you can double click and you can remove, you can resize, you can change the picture, things like that. Let's do this now. So let's start from the image. I want to change this image, so I will just click and delete it. Then I will come here. You can upload your own image by clicking your uploads. These are my uploads. So let me just pick one of the image I have here. If you don't have an image uploaded, you can just click on photos and you can make a search for your uploads. So maybe I want to use this sister's image. I'll just click this now. Then I want to increase it. Now Canva, as you are increasing, it will just, if you increase using the diagonal point, it will be increasing it in the right ratio. If you use this, it will expand it still to balance. So that's okay. Then I can click the image now and reduce the opacity. You can see, so that I can see the text on it. I believe you understand that. So, and if I don't want to use that method, I can just leave it like this. Then I can use a particular color that will go in line with the background. So maybe I can use white. I think white should go. That's cool. I can change all these ones to white. You can see that. And this image now, I can even, sorry, that's an error. So this image now, I can add effect to the image if I want to do that. So just click on effects. I can see different effects you can use there based on what you want. You can use mockup. Probably you are trying to add mockup. That's one of the advantages of So they just introduce mock-up into your Canva not too long. You can use liquify, you can slice as you want. Okay, let's leave that for now. So if I want to overlay this image with maybe I want to add a shape to overlay it, to add some darkness to this image, to make it more darker, to make it darker. How am I combining two superlative or what now? Or comparative, I don't even know. So let me increase this. This is just a rectangular shape. Then you can right click on it to send it backward so that your text can come up. And I want to change this to black. And to see my image below, I can just click on the transparency. You can see that now. So this has helped me to have a kind of overlay on my image, and at the same time to ensure that my tests are coming out neat. So dearest or dearest again. Why am I missing my words today? Dearest Ayomide. So, and can say happy birthday to you from who now? From all of us. So that is. Then if you still want to search for anything, maybe a signature, an icon, anything. So you just want to put what do we call it now? You want to put a dummy signature. A dummy signature. Let me just put this here. And I will change the color of this to white. Or you use anyone, maybe a gray color or something like that. Or you can make it stand out. Anyone you want. So that is a nice design already. So happy birthday to you. Now that's how to edit, or that's how to make use of templates. When you click on the object, so if I want to change this, you can see how I change the font. I just double click on it, then type in your font. It's as easy as that. But you can change the font. Just click on it, come to where you have the font panel, click on it, then it will open up the panel to the left. Then you can select any of these fonts. So if I want to change it to open source semi-bold, I'll just click it. It will load it and it will be seen here. So that's how to work with templates. So this is taking time because of internet maybe. Alright, so that's converted that to open source, you can see. And I can replace that and say I want to leave it as Montserrat. So let's see how you can. I don't want to take much time. Canva is very simple. Just try it out. So let's see how you can design from scratch. So I want to add another page, and I will use that to design from scratch now. So let me start by adding image. So let's say I want to add this lady's image. I can do that here. I can double click this to bring her down. I can leave this like this. I want to add. Now, I'm not after design now. I'm only after using the old tools. So that you can get familiar with the tools. So let's insert a frame. So you can see all the available frames. So the difference between a frame and just inserting image directly is when you make use of a frame allows you to be able to put your image in the frame. So in case maybe I upload this phone now, this phone image, so I can just put in an image inside this frame like that. So let me go back to my images and let me put, okay, let's do this. Let me put this here, drag it and drop it on top. It will automatically enter into the image. You can see it. Then I can decide to leave that one like that. And what else? What other tools? So that's how to use frames. That's the function of your frames. You can put your lines. So when you need any icon, you can search for, maybe I want to put location icon. Just search for location when you are under elements. So it will give you icons for location. So you can see different icons for location. Anytime you are seeing something like crown, you will see pro here. That means you have to pay for that one before you can use it. So if I click on this icon for location now, I can increase or reduce the size, and I can change the color to my desired color. You can see that. Good. So let's see another tool we can use here. So still on my elements, this time around let me use shapes. I will use shape and let me change the color using this color we have here. Or let me just use the brown color for this sweater. So that's one of the cool thing about Canva. You can pick colors based on the object you have uploaded. So if I want to have something like that across then I can type on top of this text now. Just come to text and pick any of these. Let me just pick a subheading. I want to drag it down, and I can say Canva tutorial tools text. So Canva tools text. I can change my fonts. Montessori Classic. I love Montessori a lot. I don't know why. I will change the color to white, and I can centralize this. So you can see that. Cool as you like. And I want to bring this down. I'm not actually designing anything that makes sense. I'm only trying to use all the tools for you. Okay. What else can you do? A lot of things. So I've shown you how to do uploads. So to upload a media, you can just drag the image from your system. Let me upload a particular media for us. Where are my stock photos? So let me upload this lady's image. So to upload this lady's image now, the first thing I will do is, this is 3.1 MB. I don't upload images that is more than 1 megabyte online because it helps to reduce the size of your file. So what you will do is just click edit on your system. Please pay attention to that. Click edit on your system and the image will come up. then click resize. Then you can reduce it by 50%. Make sure the aspect ratio is on. Then OK. Then click on save and check the size here. This is 1.6. So I will still reduce it by 50% again. OK. And I will save it again. Now this is 422 kilobytes. So this is better and I'm good to go. So I have to rename this to something I want. Maybe Dglp Canva Tooth. So that when the image appears online, it will carry it's part of SEO things. So when you search for Dglp online, it can be part of the image that will come up. That's just it. So where is the image now? D is it. So I can just drag it, come up here and drop it. So make sure you have opened the upload tab before you do that. So the upload will start now. There is it. It will soon come up now. Alright, so while we wait for that to come up, let's see what we can do to this again. Okay, so let's make sure something's here. I'm not sure I dropped this thing. Let me do that again. I think I've done that. Yeah, okay. I just dropped it now. So you can see the image is uploading. And since it's not too heavy, it will download easily. So let's see how I can insert this image here now. So let me go to my element. Let me go and pick some frames, a nice frame for that. And just let me see. So which frame should I use now? Let me just take this curve frame and bring it. So I will drop it here. And I want to change this color to white. I don't want to be seeing that. So I want to put my image here. So upload, drag my image and drop it here. So Canva Tools, you can see the image has been uploaded here instantly. So if you want to edit what you see in this frame, you can double click the image. You can resize it as you want. You can bring it down and you can OK it. And that's it, as cool as you like. So let's see another thing you can do with Canva. Okay, upload photos, element, text. We have seen those ones. So let's go to audio. So you can add audio to your Canva work. And how do you do that? You can either select an audio or you come to your uploads and you upload an audio. These are the audios I've uploaded before. So just drag in the upload and drop it. Drag in the audio, then drop it, and it will be uploaded. So if I want to use any of this audio, I will just click it, and it will be added to your timeline. And you can see it at the top here. So now to edit the timing for your audio, automatically per page, what the timing that Canva used to set per page is 5 seconds. That's the default. So with this now, And one thing you must also know is that when you are using audio, that means probably you are using video also. You want to add animation because it makes no meaning without having. So let's animate. Just click, come to page 1, come to animate. So Canva has its own preloaded animation, as you can see it here. And sorry about this, that is the work of my downloader. Always wanting to download anything that has to do with video. So if you come on top of any of them, you can see this is for block, this is for breadth. You will see how the animation will look like. This is fade, this is pan, this is rise. So let's say I want to start with pan. I will click pan for this, and I can set the timing here, maybe for 10 seconds or 5 seconds, anyone. Done. Then I can move to page 2, click animate again. This time around I want to use rise. I will just click on rise and leave it as 5 seconds. Done. So now if you click up here, you can play it. You can see. So that's it. Now I can exit out of this by closing that. So now if you click on your audio again, you can check based on the stop first, based on the timing you have here. That is the size or the length of the video, the length of the audio you'll be having here. So you can drag your audio to reach probably where you want the audio to start from. So you can use that to set the timer, where the sound will start from and where it will end from. You can see this. It will play it for you. You might not hear it because I've not set my sharing to share sound. You can see it. Then you can play it to see what you have here. And that's it. So you can use everything I've shown you now to create a whole design. It's as simple as that. There is nothing too serious about Canva design. It's as simple as that. So you can use it to create beautiful designs like the ones you have here. Let me just show you some designs and take you through the makeup of the design. So design is all about your creativity and your understanding of design. And that was why I asked you to firstly watch the graphic design theory. So you can see this is text. This is image that was uploaded. This is a shape. This is a text on top of the shape. This is a text. This is another text on top of the shape. These are text. I added shadow to this. How did I achieve that? If you click on the object, the object, that is the text, come to effects and you can pick shadow. You see that? So that's how to achieve shadow. So if I click shadow now, I will add shadow to this. Then you can control the offset of your shadow, the direction, the blur, and the transparency. But for this, I don't want shadow, so I leave it as none. Alright, here you have the icons, location icon. This is calendar icon. You just have to come to your elements and make a search for calendar. So just pick calendar and you will see different icons for calendar. You can see this is time icon, text on shapes, text on shapes, and this is black overlay on a particular image. And that's all. That's everything about the design. And it's all about your own creativity, the way you arrange it. But that is how to make use of all the available elements. It's as simple as that. Then you can use your Canva to also design your ebook. Just go to, just as we start, you can come, let me close all these ones. On your search box, you can just type ebook. So you will see ebook cover. So it will give you list of templates for ebook cover. You can see, and you can start your design from there. You can see different ebook cover. And if you want to start your design from scratch, just click create a blank ebook cover. So it has already given you the size of the ebook. So when you move on with your ebook design, you just click add page. You add another page. This is the templates you can start with. You can see this is the cover, the content page, and it's available for you for free. This is chapter 1, and this is another content page. I love this. So you just have to apply all 4 pages. You can see it. So this is the cover page. Edit snacks at home. So you can edit it to fit into your own. This is a content page. You can see, very easy to do. Just click edit for your content page, for your cover design. And this is the page 1, chapter 1, launch. Then this is the content for chapter 1. You can see how the chapter 1 was designed, so that for every page you'll be having this thing. So what you will do is, when you get to page 2, you will just click this. It will duplicate it. Then you can change the content. Use this to change the content, change the image. Still leave this one as page chapter 1, showing page 1. You get it? So showing that this content is in chapter 1. Sorry about that. All right. So that's how to create ebook design, even using your Canva, which is very easy. If you want to zoom, just click on this number here. This is currently as fit. If you want to zoom to 50%, 100%, you want to see it very well. One thing about your design is, when you are designing anything, simplicity matters. You can see this design now. There are enough of white space, good order, good alignment. That is what we teach in graphic design. And if you watch the graphic design theory, you will understand that better. So that's how to get your ebook design in Canva. So far I have. Let me see. I will need it in the future. So this has been saved to my design. Close all this. Exit out of this. All right. So that's Canva design. So by the time we meet next time, we are going to look at the last part of this presentation skill, which is using Filmora. And that should be ready for tomorrow. So tomorrow's live class will center on, let me show us that. Let me see what we have on that. So tomorrow's live class, let's see what we have. We'll be moving to module 6, I think so. Sorry, module 5. Okay. And in module 5, the only thing I'm going to teach us in module 5 in live class is Google Forms. Google Forms. So I will share with us the recorded video that I've created for us concerning LinkedIn. And I will also take a short live class on LinkedIn. But to set up your LinkedIn profile and the other ones, I will share with us the video. So also for Zoom, how to use Zoom. I don't even need to teach you how to use Zoom. We are using Zoom already. So the Google Meets, Microsoft Teams. So I will need to teach us Microsoft Teams. And I will also take us through Google Meets tomorrow. So that's how we proceed with the class. Then on Thursday, tomorrow is Wednesday. On Thursday, we are going to see research skills. So I'm going to show you how you can learn online, YouTube for learning. Some things you should know about Google search. It's live class. Then on Friday, when we'll be ending the course, we see how you can write a CV, use Google Calendar, write proposals, recommendation letters. I'm going to give us templates for most of this, and I'm going to just share some things to us about it. And that will be all for our class. It has been a great journey, and it's like we should not finish the class again. So thank you very much for this day. For today, we proceed from here tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless you all. Do have a nice day.